This video is brought to you by Against the Flow of Mississippi. Against the Flow of Mississippi is a book about Jake Fayard, a Marine veteran who is unhappy with the political machine running the state of Mississippi. He decides to fight the corruption from the inside. Jake will face more challenges than he ever has and will stand up for what he thinks is right. His notoriously hot temper will push him to the edge of murder, along with his friend and brother Kobe Barhanovich. Together, they will fight the system and give the power back to the citizens of Mississippi.
Against the Flow of Mississippi was written by Anthony Oksenholt and was published by Oksenholt Biloxi Publishing, LLC. A link to the book will be placed in the description below.
Yeah, this a revolution in our time. Everybody's fighting, change coming, yes. That's why it's an acronym for riot. Everybody has a voice. Don't you dare stay silent. If you say nothing, you are an accessory to violence.
They've had their say. Seems like they've had that kind of say around here for too long. Look, I had to stand up for myself alone. I went in there to remind them that somewhere in this world there's still a little law and order left. To let them know in the only kind of terms that their kind understand is that they can't bribe or threaten their way out of what they did. To let them do this to me and get away with it, and you give them the eternal right to do the same damn thing to any one of you.
Access 228, your host, Anthony Oksenholt, where we report the facts and we are not for sale. If you have a news story or something that's on your mind, please feel free to give us a call at 228-337-2099. Be glad to have you on. Thank you for listening, and we do appreciate all that you do to support us and keep free and independent journalism doing what we do best. I was going to make this video, then I got high. Well, that's bullshit. I don't get high. But anyway, you know, I haven't said anything too much at all about this Afroman shit on here. Said a lot of shit on my Facebook, but not here. And all I'm gonna say, y'all up there in Ohio gonna learn to get enough fucking with us Mississippi boys. So let's go back to what happened, and we're going to look at this whole thing. Apparently, I'm assuming somebody swatted Afroman, because how else would kidnapping get involved? There was nobody being held, nobody kidnapping. There was, probably some pot, but who cares? Nobody gives a fuck about pot anymore. I personally don't like pot. But it's almost legal now, I guess. Some people don't like my cigarettes. Oh, well. They did what they did. They tore up his house on a bad call. They did have a proper warrant. We're going to give them that. And Afroman even didn't dispute the warrant. He said it was a bullshit warrant, but it was a legal warrant. But the way he trolled these fucking cops, oh my God, y'all. Even through court. Now, any attorney worth their fucking salt will tell you during court, shut the fuck up. We've seen this with Whistle and Diesel. He was granted that was a criminal case, not a civil case, but his criminal case, his lawyers told him, hey, shut the fuck up. Whistle and Diesel didn't shut the fuck up. He paid some consequences for it. Gag order, shut the fuck up. Afroman just went harder. You gotta give him credit. The man's got fucking balls that clank. I mean, this motherfucker's got balls the size of fucking cannonballs. He must carry them motherfuckers. I honestly, I really don't know how Afro Man is able to walk around right now. I really don't. Like straight up. And he's putting out all these videos. And they're showing these videos in court. And deputies are literally crying about it. And then he does the most gangster fucking thing in the world. Let's look at some gangster rappers, alright? Snoop Dogg is a gangster. Straight up. But Snoop Dogg's gangster level can't match Afro Man right now. This is the most gangster motherfucker I think. I think he has surpassed the level of even Edward Snowden, Jordan Belfort. The level of gangster that Afro Man is on right now is some like next times 10 level fucking shit here, okay? You are in court. You are being sued by cops who raided your house. You made rap videos using body cam footage and your own home surveillance footage that they turned off, by the way. You go to court. While court is still in session, you are still putting videos out. And then you come out and you say, anything else? After you win. I don't give a fuck what you say. That is the most gangster motherfucker in the. That dude right there. Bruh. You can't make this shit up. Now let me explain defamation of character to y'all. You know what the affirmative defense is for defamation of character? 100% works every time, foolproof. Cannot ever be fucking beaten. And that is the truth. Let's go to the facts here. Oh, Adams County, Ohio Sheriff's Office. Don't sue me. Then again, there's nothing in Ohio that's government related that I have any fucking respect for, by the way. Nothing at all. I mean, hell, I sued the state of Ohio. I didn't win anything in court, but I got them to do what I wanted them to do, which I'll take that over winning in court any day of the week. But anyway, I digress. So Afro Man, I thought for years, I thought Afro Man lived here in Mississippi because I thought he had a house just outside of Sumrall, in between Hattiesburg and Sumrall. I guess at some point he decided to move to Ohio. Don't know why. Well, then again, I made the mistake of moving to Ohio from the great state of Mississippi once, and I'll never fucking do that shit again. Thank God I'm home where I belong. But apparently he lives up there and he's got him a house up there. And, you know, Afro Man, even when he had his house here in Mississippi, was out in the middle of nowhere. And he's in the middle of nowhere in Ohio now. He's like 50 or so miles from Cincy. Um, And he's doing his rap shit. He ain't bothering nobody. I'm sure he smokes his pot, which who gives a shit? But he's living life. He's doing what he wants to do. Leave the man the fuck alone. He gets raided. And when you're a public figure of any variety, especially on his level, which well surpasses mine, when you get raided, it's going to make the news. This man wasn't even home when it got raided. That's the funny thing. The guy I think was on his way back from Chicago was driving home, and he sees all this shit on his home security video. Thank God for technology, right? And then they disconnect his camera. Now, I have a problem with this. I have a big problem with this. You do not disconnect camera. A camera to law enforcement is what I call a frenemy. It could be your best friend or your worst enemy. As long as you're not doing fucked up shit, it's your best friend. It covers your ass. Just like body cameras, just like dash cameras, just like, surveillance cameras when you're breaking into somebody's house on a bullshit warrant. As long as you're doing the right thing, even if they would have broke into his house, as the warrant said they had a right to do apparently, and they followed the rules, why turn off his video camera? Cops should not touch that. If they need something on the video camera, they should be able to subpoena the footage. If they have a warrant to take possession of video recorded evidence, they should be allowed to do it as long as it is a legal warrant. But I've seen this. I've seen John Bryant, the civil rights attorney. I've seen him sit there and show cops disabling and destroying cameras in some cases. Why? What's the point? Now, I'm not going to lie. If I had this type of setup, which I don't, but assume I had this type of setup in my house, and the cops kicked in my door and I wasn't home, I was driving back home, I'd probably get the kind that's got the, audio and video to where I can communicate with them, and I'd be trolling them. But that's just me. I would troll the shit out of them. But everybody knows I'm an asshole. I would be like, you're getting warmer. Getting warmer. Nope, you're getting cold again. Nope, you're getting warmer. I would fuck with him just because I'm that kind of guy. But his level of trolling trumps mine like by light years, okay? One of the claims that he made, or that was made against him, was that he caused a deputy to get divorced. And then his only defense witness was that deputy's ex-wife. And he still won. That is just... Law schools need to study this trial. You can't teach this type of shit. And then they sued him for $3 million and he won. Didn't give him a dime and was like, y'all still gonna fix my gate and my door, right? And it's not that Afroman can't go down and go probably pull money out of his fucking pockets and go pay somebody to fix his gate and fix his door. It's not the point. I mean, he shouldn't have to, but he obviously can. I mean, I don't know who's got $5,000 laying around in a suit pocket for the hell of it and forgot about it until the cops took his money and then came up $400 light. According to him and according to the news in Cincinnati. But this is some next level shit, man. I don't care who you are right now. If you don't have respect for what Afroman was able to do, then you don't respect the U.S. Constitution and the freedom of speech. He fucked them up so goddamn bad to where they cried on the stand. If this man wanted to be the absolute troll right now, if I was him, I would run for sheriff. Just not even try to win. Just run just to piss him off. Props, brother. That was fucking epic, man. God, you can't say enough about this shit. Don't do stupid shit, you won't wind up in his videos. Don't steal, and you won't wind up his videos. Don't covet his lemon pound cake while you're doing a raid in his house, and you won't wind up on his videos. The sheer balls on this motherfucker. This guy could come out right now and do whatever the fuck he wanted. And it would be, for his career, a step so fucking high up. It would propel him higher than he was 25 years ago. You can't buy this type of publicity that he gave, that was given to him. I'll listen to some of his stuff. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a big rap guy. I'm not. But holy shit, man. I'm impressed. And it takes a lot to impress me. I'm impressed. So, and I agree with him. Freedom of speech won when he won. Folks, this is a new level of holding your elected officials accountable. And he did it with such fucking style. Y'all take care. Access 228, your host, Anthony Oksenholt.